Hi, my name is Simon and I'll try to explain our solution to Lab 2, and I'll start with the leader election algorithm, which is initiated by this function called start leader election, which simply sends a message to our ring neighbor containing the election prefix and our own ID. And this is done at the very beginning of the program in the initialization function right here. So this is done by every vessel when they initialize the program. And what happens when a neighbor receives a message, they will look upon the message and see the prefix election, and so they will append their own unique identifier and start to propagate it around the ring by sending it to their neighbor, who will then append his ID and send it to his neighbor. So eventually we'll end up with a list of all the IDs. And we know that we traverse the whole ring when our own ID is in the message, so then we will want to try to determine the leader. This is simply done by splitting up the message, ending up with a list of all the IDs. Then we want to sort the list in reverse order because we want the highest ID first. This is then the random number which is generated for all the different vessels. Right, and we also implemented a leader announcement thing because we wanted to prepare our code for an eventual dynamic leader election. We didn't have the time to do this, but we simply left it there so that if we had the time we can do it later on. We realized this is not necessary because we're doing the leader election for all the different vessels in the beginning, so we'll have concurrent leader elections and they will all end up with the same leader because they will all contain the all the vessels IDs, and they will simply choose the one with the highest one. So anyways, our leader announcement message, when they see the prefix here, they will get the leader from that message and assign it to their own local leader, and if they're not the ones who originated the message, they will simply propagate the announcement message around the ring. Anyway, let's try and see this algorithm in action. So I'm going to run the program. And as you can see, we don't have a leader yet because the algorithm is running, and now it seems like we ended up with a leader, and hopefully this will be the same across all the vessels. As you can see, it is. Right, so then I'd like to discuss the problem with the concurrent submissions, which should be working now, and I'm using curl for this, simply because it's easy to do concurrent requests from different browsers, different IPs at the same time. So what I'm doing first is that I'm using the curl function to just do a comment from I think it's 5 different vessels right at the same time, and hopefully this will end up with a consistent board across all the different vessels. There we go, 5 different messages. Oh, sorry, 6 even. Okay, and it looks like it's the same across all the. Good. And then also another thing is that when we submit several posts from the same browser, and I'm using curl again, this time around I'm just setting the same IP so the comments will be generated from the same vessel, like that. So hopefully we'll see that the leader will distribute the messages to the vessels. So there we got all the 6 different messages, and they are also consistent across all the different vessels. Right, very good. An advantage with this solution is that, as you can see, we have very strict consistency. The only one, I mean, the authoritative one is the leader, who's having a, well, simply he's distributing his message boards to all the others. So he takes what the posts and then he distributes it across all the different vessels. A disadvantage would be that this is not really scalable. As you could see, it really took some time before the message got through and all the messages could be displayed. imagine having 1,000 different vessels instead of just 6 or 8. That would probably, if you have 1,000 concurrent messages going on there, you probably will flood the leader and he'll go down. So that's not really scalable. Another thing is that if the leader for some reason would go down, you'd have to do a new leader election, and as you could see in the beginning as well, this took some time. So especially if you have, well, let's say 1,000 different vessels, again, it will take some time to choose a new leader. And that's basically it, so thank you very much.